So first, you need to create a simple Xcode project. Then we need to add the HealthKit capability to app. So first we need to go to the project navigator, select the project, then go to the signing and capability section. Here you have a plus button of capability. So click and search for the HealthKit. So here I already add, so we cannot add it again. Here. Then go to the your apps info.plist file. So set the permission, that is NS Health's share users description key to customize the message for reading the data, and NS Health update user description key to customize the message for writing the data. Then we move to the view controller. Here we start. Actually, we'll start. So here, first you need to import the HealthKit framework. So that gives us access to HealthKit symbol. So we can get access for all the symbols and that. After that, we have a HealthKit manager class here, and we have an object of health store manager of a type of HealthKit manager. Here we create a HealthKit manager class. After that, we have a step model here. So in that we have a ID, count, and date. Below that we have a one variable flag, boolean flag will be there. So we check the is permission or granted or not. Then in view did load, we initialize the HealthKit manager object. Then immediate below that in view will appear method, we check if permission is granted or not. Then if it is equal to false, then we authorize the HK permission. So request the permission. So here in that method, so we first check the health store manager is not equal to null. If it is not, then we'll move to the request authorization permission. If we get a success, we set that flag true. Otherwise, we set that flag false. So we go to this request authorization method and check. So it is the HealthKit manager class. So we have a here object of HK health store. So basically, it is the access point of all the data managed by the HealthKit. So use of the HK health store object to request permission to share or read the HealthKit data. Once the permission is granted, you can use the HealthKit store to save a new sample to store or to manage the sample that your apps has saved. Then we have a here we have a step query, which is a type of HK statistic collection query. Then below that we check to see whether the HealthKit is available by calling the is health data available method and initiate an HK health store object for your app. You need to only one HealthKit store per app. After that, we have a request authorization method. So in request authorization method, we check health store is not equal to null. Then we have a different types of identifier we use to get the data. So we use here date of birth, blood type, biological sex, body mass index, height, heart rate, step count, like that. So whatever data we need to read the data, so we need to add the identifier in which. So here is the HK object type. So HK object type is basically the all the object in the HealthKit store are the subclass of the HK object type. Example, UUID, source, metadata, etc. And the HealthKit object can be divided into two main groups: characteristics and sample. So characteristics object represent data that typically does not change. This data includes the user birthday, blood type, biological sex, like that. And sample objects represent the data at a particular point in time. That is a subclass of health HK sample class, type, start date, end date, like that. So we write that we use all that identify here and prepare the list type you want to HealthKit to read the data. And we have a here set of type of HK object type. For flexibility, the HealthKit API allow up to us about the multiple characteristics at once. So I create a set as a specified by the API. So here we all the date of birth, blood type, biological sex, like that, all the values, and health store dot request the authorization. So to access the health data using the request authorization to share type, read type, and completion method. So once we get the authorization from the users, then we move to the here on view controller. On view controller, first we start with the profile data. We have 4 section will be there. So we start with the profile data. In profile data, first we check if permission is granted or not. If we granted, we move to the user to the view controller, profile info view controller. So I will go to that. Here we have age, sex, blood type, weight, height, and using the weight and height, we calculate the body mass index and show the all the in simple table view format. So here is the in view will appear method. So we have a health store manager dot get sex and blood type. So we call a method from here. So I will go to the method here. We check self dot health store is not equal to null. This method throws an error if these data is are not available. So here will be the date of birth component, biological sex, blood type, that is, and the date is used to calculate the age. And we get the data like biological sex dot biologic blood type dot blood type, and we return that data like age, unwrap biological sex, and the biological type. So the data will be given like I will show you. It is the HK biological sex, and it will be written. It will be the enum of a type of int. So it will be like uh, integer. So 0 for non-set, 1 for female, 2 for male, 3 for others, and for the same for the blood type. So blood type will be the same. 0 for non-set, A positive, B positive, like that. So we also write our code like that. So and this is written this method. So once we get the biological sex dot raw value, we use a switch case and we set the data like that. So as I show earlier, case 0, 1, 2, and default. And same for the blood type as well. 0 for not set, 1 for A positive, A negative, B positive, like that. After that, we have a weight sample there. So use the HK sample. As I already told, sample object represent data at a particular point in time. So it is HK sample dot quantity. So we need to provide the identifier like body mass. And for the same, for the we need to for HK sample dot quantity type. So we need a data for height. So we need to provide the identifier for height, like that. So we retrieve data like that, and we show it data in a simple table view format like that. I will show at the end of the table in visual representation. So it's like it's for the profile data. Then we'll move to the next. At step history button, on step history button click, we need to calculate the steps. So here we also check the is permission is granted or not. Then self dot health store manager dot calculate step. So from that we get a statistic collection data. So here I will go to the. So basically we have a step type. So HK quantity type dot quantity type for identifier and step count. We use a step count identifier. So HK quantity type class is a subclass of HK object type class. It is type that identifies the sample that store numerical values. After that, we have a start date. So we get a start date from past 7 days, and the anchor date will be the date dot Monday at 12 a.m. So 12 a.m. onwards. So daily. Then predicate will be, so we use the HK query dot predicate for sample. So HK query basically an abstract class for all the queries classes in HealthKit. So HK query class retrieve data from the HealthKit store, and predicate for sample. This function will get the means accept the with start date, end date, and options. So which returns the predicate for sample whose start and end dates within the specified time interval. And this predicate was only with the samples. So then we'll after that query, we'll execute the query. When it's complete, we'll get the statistic collection of data. So here, after getting the statistic collection, so we call the show steps data method. So in show step data method, we have a statistic collection of a type of HK statistic collection. So basically, it's an object that manage a collection of statistics. Each statistic object represented data calculated over a separate time interval. So here is also same for start date. We get a past 7 days, end date is current date, and we get a count value and step value, and we added in steps array and get the steps array and move to the step history view controller. It is basically a table view. We'll show all the values in table view. Simple. We show the count label will be there. In count label, we show the step count, and date label with date label. And we in the date label, we show the step dot date. So particular date for the particular steps. So it's all from the step count history. Then we'll move to the next track current steps counts. So for that, we send first we ask for the permission. Then we self dot health store manager dot current steps. It will return the count of current step. So here we HK quantity type class dot quantity for identifier step count. As I already tell you, so we need to provide the identifier of the particular. If we want to get the current step, so we give a identifier of step count, and if we want to get a heart rate, so we need to provide the identifier heart rate. So here, so as I told you, HK object type class is a subclass of HK object type class, and it identifies the sample that stores the numerical data. And here we use a HK observer query for that. So basically, HK observer query, it is the type of a long running query, and that monitors the samples. It is used an observer query when you want to be noticed about the changes to store. For that, we use the HK observer query. So here we have a now variable for the current date, start of calendar current of start date, and we use the HK query like I already told. This is a abstract class for all the query classes of HealthKit and retrieve the data from HealthKit store. That's why we use a predicate as I already discussed with you. Same we return a query, we execute that query, and we get the value of the current count, and we set that current count in self.current steps label.text. Here we set that count. As we already mentioned here, we use the current step label. After that, we are same function we return for the current heart rate. So here is also we check for the is permission granted. Then we call the function get current heart rate. Here is also same HK object type dot quantity type for identifier heart rate. So we need to provide the particular identifier for that. So here we also use the same observer query, and we get data from that, and we need to execute that query. So same steps will be as we retrieve the data from the current steps. So same will be used for the retrieve the current heart rate for the user. So we'll get that heart rate, and we'll show to the self.heartrate label.text in heart rate count. So this is done for the first one is the profile section. Second one is the previous steps count. Third one is the current steps, and then the current heart rate. So now I'm going to show you the actual demo of actual output of the HealthKit app. So 1 second. So I installed the app HealthKit demo, as you see. So we'll first ask for the permission. So turn all category. So you need to if you want to give a permission for all, you need to turn all. Otherwise, you can separately give a permission for individual type. So like date of birth, heart rate for that. So you can turn off and turn off on the permission for that, and we allow. So here we have as I already told, we see there are 4 sections. First one is the profile, second one is check your steps history, track current steps count, track current heart rate. So we start with my profile section. So here. So here my personal information will be there: age, sex, blood type, weight, and height. And also you see the BMI value, which calculated using the height and weight. So basically, BMI, body mass index, BMI is person's weight in kilogram divided by the square of height in meters. So using that weight and height, we calculate the body mass index of person. Then we'll move back and go to the next. So check your step history. Now I click on the step history button. So now you see my past 7 days steps count history here. Past 7 days step count history. So from 26, 27, 28 to 5, it will be the steps and date for the individual steps. So all the record are fetched from the HealthKit app, and will show all these records in simple table view format. Then track the current steps count. So today's my current step is 136, and track current heart rate. So 80 BPM, so beats per minute. So now I will going to show you the current steps count. As you see, I walk and steps. It is means step is updated. So I will show you that. It will take some time to update the steps.
Yes, Kiran, steps are updated.
Okay. So that's it from our side.